Zombies in Tarkov, very exciting. This video is going to be a guide of all the tasks currently available in the Halloween event for 2024. We have 4 days worth of tasks ahead of us, which is 8 tasks to show you. Let's get right into it. I'm going to go straight into the content, and then there is going to be a section at the end of the video for tips if you are struggling with this event. It's going to be tips for zombies, tips for labs, things like that. I'm going to have chapters down below, so skip around as you need for the specific guide that you're looking for. As this event progresses, I will make another video at the end with the rest of the guides. But let's get into Don't Believe Your Eyes. Quick note, one of the requirements for completing this entire event is you need Intel level 1, and you should probably try to not cycle a craft in there. Make sure it's empty for when you get to, I think, the 5th quest. So all we need to do is go to the lab and find the source of Rumors of the Living Dead. Here we are on the lab location. So first thing I'm going to do is run to the black card, a landmark everyone should know. I'm going to go through the server room. This is actually a pretty decent spawn. Okay, so there is black keycard room right there. We're actually going to go to the end of this hallway. Okay, for this first task, all you have to do is enter this double door right here, and your task should ping. Now you have to enter the next room, which is locked, but you unlock it by flipping this button right here. So that door will open automatically, and once you enter here, your task will ping. At this point, you can die and still complete the task, but since I'm here in a raid, I might as well loot around, and then we'll continue with the guide. Quick tip for extracting from this room: you want to run down this staircase here on our right. Look for zombies, and if you have a backpack, we're going to go to the medical elevator. I'm going to quickly show you straight down here is a no backpack extract. It's actually really easy to use. If we come in here, you can extract right here. Super close to that room. Won't need to kill a lot of zombies to get here, but I have a backpack on, so I need to go use the medical elevator. I'm actually shocked I'm not getting swarmed by zombies. It's like the luckiest I've been. Whoa, where'd he go? Oh, that worries me. Okay, first task done. 7k XP, 2 paracords, bit of rubles. Next, he will give you dirty blood, where you have to locate and get a sample. So this is the first time you have to survive on labs. It's also worth mentioning that labs is free right now. Let's go ahead and get back into raid. Tagilla's on this map. Okay, let's see if I can kill Tagilla. Tagilla down. No, he's not. He's just healing. Tagilla down now. Alright. You can't loot the scythe, which is really sad, but it freaking looks cool. It's worth noting the pistol zombies have AP rounds in their pistols, so they can still like one-tap you in the head. So as far as the second mission, the second task, the first location is going to be this guy's right knee, this one that I'm staring at. You will see some blood on there. It'll let you pick it up. You actually like physically pick up an item that is some blood on the ground. Okay, let's open up the zone, and the second location is going to be back here. If you run all the way to the end to the right, the second possible place for the blood is going to be right here. Like before, it's an actual piece of blood that you're going to pick up from that spot. Now that you have that blood, you want to go and escape either through the no backpack extract below us or the medical extract that I showed before. So once you survive with that sample, he tells you that you need to go and kill 50 infected. This is actually much easier than you might think, because if you are bringing a gun with high capacity, you can chew through quite a few infected. I think my record is 63 infected in a raid, and that's really low numbers compared to some of the streamers I've seen. So this is definitely doable in one raid. I think lab is still your best location because there are a ton of zombies swarming on there, but do this on any map you want. Any map that has infected, you just need to kill them with any weapon. Okay, after completing Burn It Down, we're going to go over to Therapist, and she is going to give us the root cause, which has a reward for a yellow key card. So we have to go back to the labs again and get an item. So let's go do that in raid. The first spawn we're going to look at is going to be in this room over here on the right, the little office room. There are 3 spawns in here. The first of which is going to be right here behind these vials. The second is going to be over here on the right, basically where this Trimadol was. And then the third spawn is going to be in here on this second shelf from the bottom. This is actually where I needed it this raid. From there, there's 1 spawn in this laboratory over here on the left. And it is going to be in the center. So you could potentially climb up. And it's going to be in the center near this little rack. The last spawn is going to be in the last laboratory. And it's going to be the left desk. And it's going to, again, be in the center next to the rack. Once you have this item, you need to get out and survive, so I'm going to head to the medical elevator. But first, I'm going to loot that new room. Holy intel spawns. 2 blue folders and a normal? I'll drink to that, baby. Frickin' stacked. And a Bitcoin? Oh, a Bitcoin. We're going to turn in that vial that we found and get a yellow key card, 100k rubles, and 24k XP, which is pretty good. And next we have Matter of Technique. This is quest from Mechanic. So initial equipment, he teaches you how to do a craft in your intel. This is why at the start of the video I told you to make sure there was nothing crafting in your intel center. This is a 50-minute craft, won't take that long, but if you got a freaking 32-hour craft going, you're going to be stuck for 32 hours unless you have someone else craft this and drop it to you in raid. Okay, so this craft is available at intel level 1. So you just need to take a regular flash drive. Yeah, they changed the icon. And then for me, it's going to take 13 minutes, 25 seconds, but that's because of my hideout bonuses. This is a 15-minute craft. So go ahead and start. And I'll see you guys in 13 minutes. All right, it's time for a scenery change. We're going to head to Streets. It's worth noting that Streets currently, at the time of recording, is 85% infected. That means every spawn has an 85% chance to be a zombie instead of a scav. So the scavs on the map, that 15%, they are going to be friendly. They are not going to want to shoot you. They're too worried about the infected. They will be friendly unless you shoot them. But however, PMCs in PvP and PvE are still going to be a risk. Okay, so with your access card in your inventory, your flash drive access, you are going to want to come over here by the restaurant with the elevator extract. Don't remember what this restaurant's called. But, oh shit. Down there is going to be where Rusted Key spawns. Over here is the big apartment complex. So you just want to head up this way, away from Kilmov Street, past the restaurant. You want to come over here to this building on the left with the Terror Group sign there. That is the Terror Group security room. You want to go to the left into this other building that has that rainbow sign up top. Take the door, or you can hop through the window like I like to do. And you want to come into this room here on the right. Shut this door behind you to keep the zombies out, but you can just, stand here on the step. You really just need to place it anywhere in here, but if you're solo, you can just stand here on the step. It'll let you start placing and keep an eye on the door. So that way if it opens, you can just stand up and start shooting, blah, blah, blah. It's a 60-second plant, which is absolutely diabolical because I was getting swarmed by zombies when I did this on PvP. It actually took me 2 attempts to place this on PvP because the first time I was in here, some random I didn't know was in here. He was planting. I guarded for him. We were talking in VoIP. It was fine. And then he was guarding me while I went to plant. And when there were 12 seconds left on my countdown, he shot me in the head and killed me. So I was kind of pissed at that. I protected him, but his intrusive thoughts won. Okay, now it's ready to be completed. So it is okay to die after you get that done. You'll still be able to turn in the task. Okay, this was the last quest of day 3, so find the source. Access the sealed room with the virus in the lab. Locate and obtain the diary inside the room. Hand over the found item. For this task, you have to get a res unit. So the Terror Group Labs residential unit keycard. I will show all the spawns for this, and tomorrow I'm putting out a video all about this keycard. Okay, we made it into here. Let's rapid fire all the spawns. First, you want to check right here next to this binders. Then you want to come over here. You check next to this explodable container, which is where we have it this time. Go ahead and take a screenshot of that. You want to check this chair. You then want to go into the new area, press the button, come into here. We're going to go to the right, and you want to check this coffee mug. Then you want to come over and check behind this little nameplate calendar thing. Come into this room. You want to check under here. It'll be right where my crosshair is. And then you want to check inside the centrifuge. You want to check under this chest piece. Come to this area over here. It will spawn in this area. I don't know if it's inside of here or on top of it. I haven't actually gotten that one yet. And then you want to check for a spawn here. Then the last spawn, assuming I remembered them all, is going to be here next to the eraser. You got to crouch down to get this one. That should have been all 11 spawns. If I missed anything, tomorrow I'm going to put out a more detailed video. But I think that was all 11. I genuinely think it was. So once you have your key card, fight your way back into here, and then you want to open the tri-res unit. Open that, and once you get into here, you are safe. Zombies can't come in here. You can even shut the door if you're worried about the pistol zombies. Okay, once you're in here, there are 5 possible spawns for the diary. The first is going to be here next to this filing cabinet. The second is going to be up here in the slats of the bed. The third is going to be here under the pillow. I thought we had it there, but it was that. The fourth spot is going to be here underneath the edge of this desk. And the fifth, which we have, is going to be here behind the laptop. So again, you got there, 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 and there. It does suck to leave here alive, because you get zombies that'll camp you over here on this side. And then you don't know who's behind your door right here. Okay, once you make it back alive, hand in that diary to the therapist. Time to go back to Jaeger for gloves off. This one isn't too bad. You just need to headshot 25 zombies with a shotgun. Now I'm going to go into more detail on this in the tips part of the video, but if you go ahead and inspect this ammo, you can see that it deals 50 damage and it sends out 8 pellets. So 8 times 50 is the total damage, but you have the 8 pellets you need to hit. For this, I actually do recommend bringing a slug, but Magnum Buck will work. I've been headshotting scavs, or I've been headshotting zombies all day as we've been doing this, but I do think it's a little bit more reliable to bring a slug and aim for the head. Honestly, the ammo doesn't matter too much for this specific quest, but it is worth knowing that the zombies have a head HP of 100. That's for the slow shamblers. The zombies that are fast and have the pistols are a little bit less HP, but let's just go with 100. So if we look at the dual sabot, this shoots out 2 at 85. If only one of these hit, you're not going to get the headshot kill. So, you know, you need to bring any slug that has 100 or more damage. All the zombies have a Thorax HP pool of 350, and that is coming from Airwing Marine. Give him a full shout out here. He's the one who did the testing and figured this out and posted about it on Twitter. That's how I found out what the zombies' HP pools were, because it's not listed on the wiki at the time of recording. All right, once you kill those 25 zombies with headshots, go ahead and come back, turn that in. We're back to Therapist. This one is the hardest yet, and it is the last task of day 4, which is up to present time for me at the time of recording. So we got to locate and obtain the vaccine vial in the lab. So the quest just says we have to locate and obtain the vaccine. However, the quest doesn't tell you the full scope of it. It's one of those where you pick up an item, it tells you the next thing. And then you do that, it tells you the next thing. So I'm going to give you a warning now that you need to gear up to be ready to go to streets. This has to be done all in one raid. You got to pick it up, use the transit to street, drop it off. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, back in the zombie area of labs. This is the time that we use the second use of this keycard that we got, or you can just get a new one. Inside this room, we're going to have 3 spawns, the first of which I see I got. The second is going to be in the wastebasket that's overturned right here. And the third is going to be on the floor behind the beanbag chair. So it's going to be tucked in a little bit. In a little bitty coin. Love to see it. Now she says you have to use the transit to lab, or transit from lab to the streets of Tarkov. You have to use the transit, otherwise something about the quest breaks, I'm assuming. So from here, it's actually pretty close to get to that transit, which is nice that they put the room there. It's BSG we're talking about. They could have put that room as far away from the transit to streets as possible. So this here is the transit to streets. I'm going to go ahead and start the interact. Now I just have to play a point defense game for 30 seconds. Of course, it's just my luck that it's raining and we spawned about as far away as we could be. But we are going to head towards Kaban. The Lexos dealership is where you need to go next. And just a reminder, all of the scavs, the scav bosses, scav boss guards, everything is going to be friendly right now during this event. So as you're breaching into Lexos, don't shoot anything unless it's a actual player that you think's trying to kill you. Holy shit, this is terrifying at night. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Oh, I'm still alive. Dude, that was so close. Okay, my head didn't black out, neither did my thorax. I will survive. Oh shit. Oh, one of them punched me in the back. I gotta redo it. I found a new bug, I guess. Standing at the northern end of the main street of Tarkov, and the zombies won't get closer than here. They're just lining up here for me to kill them. They're running around to this side too. Am I technically in like a sniper range? Like, should I be getting shot by a sniper being here? That's why they won't come in here? Screw aim labs, just come here and shoot running zombies. Just gotta get in and stash. Alright, so once you're in, you want to look for this couch over here. I hope this isn't a super long stash. Okay, 20 seconds is reasonable. Boom, there we go. Ready to be turned in. That means if I die, quest is still done. 82. That's a new record for me. The Vector goes hard, especially with rip ammo because it'll one-hit headshot the zombies. It goes hard, but rip ammo is really expensive. I do think shotguns might actually be better. Okay, A New Hope done. Your contribution to saving the city is invaluable. However, I can't do a full analysis of the sample on my own, but I know somebody who can be involved in the process, an expert of the highest caliber. I will get back to you with the results very soon. So tomorrow, the next step of the event will go live. If it's the end, I'll make a video on it. Otherwise, I'm going to wait 2 days to put another video out to have 2 days worth of guide. If you want to be updated on the next steps of the guide, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It means a lot. I appreciate everybody who has stuck around this far into the video. Next, let's go ahead and dive into a bunch of tips that I've kind of come up with over the so many hours I've been playing this event. Tip number 1, let's talk about the pumpkins. So the pumpkins loot is determined at the start of the raid. So when you pick it up, it will actually tell you what's in it if you have items wish list. So I know for a fact one of these, I don't remember which, has a military power filter in it, which is, you know, a $1.5 million item because I have it wish list. I probably have it In this junk box, yeah, I've got it wishlist there. And then I also wishlist graphics card. So when I pick them up, I will know if there's a graphics card or a power filter in it. So let's go ahead and open these up. I don't really know the full loot table. This one just a power bank, which is kind of lame. This one has a raven statue, a gold chain, and a sugar, which is, you know, that's some value there. So that means that has the power filter. Let's unpack this one. M tube and gold chain, and then this one will have a power filter in it. I bet you. Boom, there's the power filter. And a chocolate's worth some money. So yeah, that is a decent bit of money just from 4 pumpkins. The freaking power filter though, what are these running for right now? 1.4. They've come down a little bit. And finally, I can start constructing the solar banner. Been waiting for this for so long on the PV account. Alright, tip number 2. Pick any gun that you want to use to kill zombies. Let's go ahead and take a look at the MP7. And then we're going to do the linked search. And this will determine what ammo you want to use. So for the MP7, we have 4 different ammo options. You want to do the inspect on each ammo and see which one deals the most flesh damage, which is just here. We don't care about penetration against zombies. So any of these good. That one's 46, not good. The subsonic might be close. Nope. Okay, MP7, not a good gun to use against zombies. Here's one that I know is good. If we go ahead and link search by the VPO, one of my favorite guns. The EKO 73. That will not one-tap a zombie in the head, but the FMJ will one-tap all but the slowest zombies. And then the Gershka, which, you know, has come up a bit, but you can buy 240 of it from Jaeger every reset. 110. This is guaranteed to one-tap every zombie in the head. Quakemaker, which I'm using here, this will one-tap the running zombies and the pistol zombies, but it will not one-tap the walkers, which is, you know, a fair trade-off in my opinion. Being able to one-tap the running zombies is worth it, is better than having to two-tap them. I personally am doing well with the Quakemaker. If I could spend a ton of money. Like, let's take a look at the ammo for 9mm. So these are your two options, RIP or Quakemaker. Currently, RIP is about, you know, 1.1k a shot, where RIP is 1.6k a shot. The RIP will one-tap all zombies in the head. Tips for fighting zombies. If you look at Zagustan, which has this right here, stops and prevents bleeds. Duration, 3 minutes. We can also take a look at, is it this one? Yes, the blue blood, Perfotorin. This one's only 60 seconds. The Zagustan's definitely the way to go. This will give you 3 minutes of immunity to zombies. Once you get infected, there's no way to get rid of it other than leaving the raid and then going back in. But if you have a Zagustan ticking, for that 3 minutes you are immune. And, you know, I think this was an oversight by BSG, but if you really think about it, it kind of makes sense, because if you believe in a world where a stim, a little injection, can make it so it's impossible for your skin to be broken and bleed, then you can't get infected. So it does make sense if you think about it in that aspect. And then let's say you are infected. What the infection does is it actually sets your hydration down to -50 a second. So you're going to be chewing through water really fast. You can survive for a while without water, but because it's going down so fast, even if you do drink a water, by the time you finish healing up, your water's already going to be back to 0 and you're going to be losing health again. So to combat that, you can use a Propital. Now, Propital lasts for 5 minutes. It gives health regeneration +1 a second for 300 seconds, 5 minutes. So when your water's at 0, you lose, I believe, like 28, maybe 30 health a minute. This gives you 60 health a minute. So you will heal through the water damage. It'll get rid of the pain effect, You'll still have the red blur on your screen from being infected, but you will survive. So every single raid I've been doing, I've been using my injector case. I have been bringing 3 Propitols, 2 Zagustans, 2 SJ6s for if I need a run, and then a mule for if I get really pog loot. The 3 Propitol gives me 15 minutes of the raid without any negative effects after being bitten. So if you've got a ton of money, I do recommend trying to use this vector. Here's the build that I've been using. I actually really enjoy this. It's been a lot of fun just trying to one-tap zombies in the head with the good old Quake Maker ammo. Has been working for me. I've had success. I haven't died with this gun. I've repaired it twice. And the reason I like the vector is solely for these 50-round mags. But they have gotten a bit pricey. You can get 3 for mechanic per reset, but yeah, they've gotten pricey, but they're euros. You could do a budget version of the 366 AK. Like if you just go ahead and buy one for 28k and just put enough on it to have maybe a red dot, then it will be really cheap. If you die, it's not a huge loss. And if you use that Gershka ammo we talked about, it's super cheap. You can get 240 rounds for 80 rubles a shot, which is super cheap. That is a great budget option. I would very much recommend that. And then, of course, the obvious budget option is going to just go to Jaeger and buy any shotgun you want. I personally would recommend a non-pump one so you can shoot faster. But I have done a few raids with the Bernelli, and even with the pump action, I was fine. I was able to shoot zombies and kill them pretty easily. And for this, you want to probably stick with, in my personal opinion, you either use Magnum, because Magnum is 50, so you just need 2 pellets to hit the head to kill, or use, which one is it? Is it this slug? That's a lot of damage. Is it FTX? Yeah, 183. So 183, just as I explained earlier, but the head, let's say the head for zombies is 100. The thorax is going to be 350. So if you use this ammo, 2-tapping the thorax or 1-tap the head. If you were to use a different slug, like let's say the Poliva 3, if you were to 2-tap the thorax with this, it's not going to kill, because 140 plus 140 is only 280, which doesn't hit that 350 damage threshold. So yeah, run the FTX. This is also pretty good because it has 20 pen, where the Superformance HP slug only has 5 pen. So you're more likely to kill a player with FTX than you are with Superformance. Anywhere that is locked is a safe location. You have to open it and get in there, but zombies will not pathfind into anything that is considered locked or inaccessible at the start of the raid. The exception to that I will point out is the on labs, the door to the garage exit, the big warehouse motor pool area with the ramp. You have to open that gate. I've seen zombies walking through that while the gate's closed. So that's the one exception that I've seen. Otherwise, if it is a locked room, if it is something that gets opened by a button, doesn't matter. That is going to be a safe spot for you to heal, repack your mags, drink, hit a propitol, do whatever you need. But mainly repacking the mags is definitely the amount of ammo you need for these is kind of ridiculous. I've had a raid where I've done 400 shots and killed 80 zombies and was almost out of ammo at the end. I personally have been having a blast with the event. I really hope that I can finish it, get the achievement on both of my accounts. So I'll have a video out tomorrow with the key card, and then I plan to do a video 2 days from now with the next quests of this whole event. So see you then. Bye.